Hello, good morning. So in today's lecture, we're going to solve some problem based on Mealy machine. So here we know that point data with output there are two machines are there. One is Mealy machine and other one is the Murray machine. So in case of Mealy machine, here output is associated with the transition, or we can say that output depend on current state and current input symbol. So that will decide what will be the output in case of Mealy machine. Mealy machine, which is defined by using 6 tuple. Here you can see 6 tuple. Capital M is equal to capital Q summation triangle delta lambda and Q0, where capital Q is a finite non-empty set of state. Summation is a set of input alphabet. Triangle is a set of output alphabet. Q0 is the initial or start state of the machine. Delta is a transition function, mapping function or next state function in case of Mealy machine. Here delta is nothing but current state into current input alphabet will get the next state, that is capital Q. And lambda is the output function. Here in case of Mealy machine, lambda is nothing but current state into current input alphabet, that will decide the output alphabet. Now we are going to solve some problem based on Mealy machine, or we are going to design the machine. So here we want to design a Mealy machine which accepts a binary number which ends with 1 1. Now what is the meaning of the given problem statement? Here we want to design one Mealy machine in that if string is end with 1 1, at that time it will going to generate the output as a accept means, let us say accept means output is 1 and reject means output is 0. Okay, so here we want to generate the output as a 1. So if string is end with 1 1, it will going to generate the output as a 1, otherwise it will going to generate the output as a 0. Means even single 1 is there, that time also output is 0. If two zeros are there or 1 0 is there, that time also output is equal to 0. Okay, if two zeros are there, that time also output is equal to 0. If 0 0 1 is there, still this string is not end with 1 1, so that's why output should be 0. But whenever string is end with 1 1, that time machine should generate the output as a 1. Means suppose 0 1 1. So here you can see this string is end with 1 1. So that's why output should be 1. Now we are going to design the machine. So Q0 is the initial state. Okay, there are two possibility of the there are two possible outcomes are there. One is accept and second is the reject. Okay, so Q0, as it is a Mealy machine, so output associated with the transition. Q0 after accepting 0 as input, so 0 input is there, let us say it is in Q1 state. At that time it is in Q1 state, but at that time it is in Q1 state, but output is equal to, here you can see it is in Q1 state, but output, as this string is end with 0, okay, that's why output is 0. Now once it will form the string 1 1, then only output will be 1. So string now it is 0 only, so we can say that, let us consider that string is end with 0. So as it is not end with 1 1, so that time output is a 0. Now if Q0 having 1 is there, okay, if it having 1 input is there, as the given number is a binary number, so 2 input alphabets are possible. So 1 is there, still that string, so for 1, let us say it is in Q2 state, but here you can see still that string is not end with 1 1. We are interested here 1 1. Here this string, let us consider, is only end with 1. So that's why still output is equal to 0. Okay. Now Q0. If 0 input is there, it will be in Q1. If 1 input is there, Q2. But still for both the input it will be 0, because it will not going to form the string 1 1. But after we are in Q2, so we are in Q2 means previously we are having 1 1, okay, but now here again one more 1 is there, okay. Previously we are in 1, if one more 1 is there, that time it will move to generate the output as a 1. For one input it will be 1. Now how it will be 1? Here first one, second one, so it will going to form the string 1 1. That's why output is 1, okay. Now Q2, if 0 input is there, if it having 0 input, is after 1 again 0 is there, after 1 again 0 is there, so that string is end with 1 0, so it will not going to end with 1 1, so output is 0. So I will going to, for 0 input, let us consider reject state, means output is in Q1 state and at that time output is 0, okay. So both input is over for Q2 is 1 and 0. For Q1 now we have to consider if 0, as we are in Q1 previously we are having 0, so again one more 0 is there, so that string is end with 0 0, means output will be equal to again 0. Now if it having input as a 1, if it having input as a 1, so previously it having 0, so suppose 1 is there, okay, so there is a possibility that after 1 again one more 1 may be there, so that's why for Q2, for one input alphabet it will be in Q2, but as it is 0 1, so on one input will be again 0 output. So this is nothing but the Mealy machine for the given transition diagram, for the given problem statement. Now we will design one machine which will increment the given binary number by 1. Now what do you mean by given binary number by 1? So here you can see, let us consider, I will write some example, okay, some binary number. Let us consider this one is binary number which indicate 8 in decimal. I want to increment it by 1, means I need to add 1 into it, so that number will become 0 1 1, no carry is generated, so remaining will be 0 0 1, so 9 will be in decimal. If number is, let us consider 1 0 1, 5 in decimal and it is in binary 1 0 1, we need to add 1 into it, so that number will become, you can see 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1 is generated, okay, 0 plus 1 is 1 and that 1 with 0 is 1, okay. So and I will write one more example, let us consider 1 1 0 1 1 0. So this example I have taken and we want to increment this binary number by 1. Here you can see, if I add 0 plus 1 1 and remaining bit as it is. So with the help of these three examples, we can say that if last bit is 0, means LSB bit is 0, that time we have to invert that bit to the 1 and remaining bit will be as it is. But if LS bit is 1, up to the first LS bit, we have to keep the up to the if LS bit is 1, then invert it to 0 up to the first 0, and after 0 will become 1, and after that all remaining bit will be as it is. Here you can see first 0 LS bit, from LSB side whenever we will get the 0, we have to invert that bit and we have to invert up to that 0, and after that all remaining bit will be as it is. So now we will going to design one machine for this one. So first one Q0, okay, Q0 is the current state, okay, as well as initial state, that's why it will be shown like this. If it having 0 as input, now here you need to write one statement, we are scanning the given input string from LSB to MSB, from last bit to the first most significant bit. Let us consider this one is the string, so I am going to scan the given string from this side. So 1 is there, so for 1, which logic we have decided, we have to invert the bit up to what, up to 0. So if it having 1 input, so we have to invert the bit, means 1 will become 0 and we will be in the same state. Again 1 is there, we will be in the same state, output is 0. But whenever we are in 0, that bit will be inverted to the 1, 0 will become 1, and now we are in the Q1 state, and all remaining bit after 0 will be as it is. We need to keep as it is. So if 1 is there, output will be 1. If 1 is there, keep as it is, and if 0 is there, then also we should keep as it is. So 0 will become 0. This is nothing but the Mealy machine for the given binary number which will increment by 1. Now one more machine we want to design Mealy machine which will give the output as X if the string end with 101, otherwise it will give the output as a Y. Okay, if string is end with 101, then only it will going to generate the answer as X, otherwise for all remaining string, if string is 1, then also it should generate Y. If string is 0, then also it should generate the Y. If string is 10, then also it should generate the Y. Only string is 101, then only it will going to generate the answer as a or output as a X. Then how to design? So again, how many states are required? Here you can see its length is 3. 3 plus 1. 4 number of states are required to design the Mealy machine. So I will draw the basic. Firstly, I will draw the basic design of the Mealy machine. So Q0. Okay, as output is associated with the transition. So Q0, if one input is there. Okay, then we are in the next state Q1. We are in Q1 state, but here you can see only one is generated. String 1 is generated. That's why output is Y. Otherwise, Y means other than X. Okay. Now, as we are in Q1, so previously we are having 1 as a input in the string. Okay. Now, next, if it having 0 as an input, then we are in the Q2 state, but still the string 10 is not formed, 101 is not formed. Right now, only 10. So that's why still output will be equal to Y. Now, as we are in Q2, and if we are in Q2 means previously we are in 10. Now again one more 1 is there. That time it will going to form the string 101. So it will going to generate the output as a X, and we are in the Q3 state. So this is the basic design of the Mealy machine. Now we have to consider all the input for all this state. Okay. There are two input alphabets are there, 1 and 0. Actually it's a binary number. It is not mentioned, but as string is 101 means with the help of 1 and 0 input alphabet. Okay. Now for 1 Q0 after shifting 1 it will be in Q1. If 0 is there it will stay in same state because string is end with 101. So before that any number of zeros are still it will stay in same state. So 0, but at that time it will going to generate the output as a Y. Now here if 1 is there, if Q1 0 is there it will be in Q2, but if it having 1 as input, so from this also 101 string will be formed. Okay, so that's why for 1 it will be staying same state, but it will going to generate the output as a Y only. Okay, because here 1 means it will not going to form the string 101. Now for Q2, if 0 is there, if 1 is there it will be here, if 0 is there, if I say that same state, then 1001, it will never going to form the string 101. That's why for 0 it will be in the initial state such that output will be equal to Y. Okay. Now for this one Q3, if 0 is there, from here also 101 string is possible. So for 0 it will be in Q2 state, and again output will be equal to Y. And for 1 input it will be in Q1 state because from here 1 with output Y, from here 101 is string will be formed. This is nothing but the Mealy machine for the given problem statement. Thank you.